And welcome to Liège, Belgium, a beautiful old city set on that vast European waterway, the River Meuse. A port and bustling city of 500,000 people, it's one of the finest cultural and industrial centres in Europe. Being almost on the German border, the Liégeois have a checkered history. Fighting always for freedom, the Three Graces sculpture here with its lion rampant as the town's coat of arms. Well, Liège is the gateway to the pine forests, lakes and rivers of the Ardennes. And in summer, millions of tourists pour into the city to dwell among the quaint shops and elegant buildings. The most elegant is the palace, dating back to William the Conqueror, the facade from 1737. Gloriously lavish, it's noted for its grandiose style, again symbolizing Liège's fight against oppression. And everywhere there are statues to commemorate that very fact. Another tribute to Liège's enterprise is the Albert Canal, 75 miles long, a giant artery linking Liège with the seaport of Antwerp. But tonight on dry land, here we are, the games from a vast sporting complex way above the city. It's an exciting spectacle, and here's an exciting spectacle. I've never seen anything like this before. This is the Royal Guidon Espignon Band, 50 of them on cycles. It's a bit like the Royal Signals mob on motorbikes, but just listen to the music and watch the antics. The tune there is Knees Up Mother Brown, and Eddie's got a peculiar name for them, but Edward, here you are.
Well, these are the peculiar ones. They've got all sorts of bicycles, big ones, short ones, fat ones, thin ones, tall ones, motor mowers, and all that sort of thing. So obviously, this is the theme for tonight, all about the bicycles. In fact, the Fil Rouge is the only one that hasn't got a bicycle to it, but I'll tell you about that later. We've got slow races, we've got a fast race, we've got an Australian, will take the highmost race. Newbury have got 46 at first place, Kirklees at 45 at first place, Watson, our team from Ferracadou. These are the teams.
Well, we'll see the third team shortly. In fact, right away, there they are. There's the team leader, Terry. This is the Italian team. They're from Perugia, the artistic centre of Umbria. The Dutch team is Hilvarenbeek. They're from the very south of Holland, and tremendously strong. We fancy them a bit tonight, along with Thurrock. And last of all, listen to the mob now rising to their feet. 15,000 people here for the hometown of Liège. Michel Lemaire on the left is the Belgian presenter of the program, and of course those two characters you know by now, Gennaro and Guido. And there are 6 cyclists, and they're going to be in trouble because they've got to ascend a mountain. And it's a mountain which unfortunately for them is covered with glue and soap. So they have a little assistance. A girl from each team, 6 boys from each of the countries. Switzerland missed this game. 6 countries go, and we are in trap 1. Here's the camera, trap 1, up the hill they go, and they're assisted by the girl. Our man, Trevor Burge. And they've got to get up the mountain, it's sticky with glue. As you see, Belgian glue, and at the moment, the Belgians are in the lead on their own game. The rest of us are not quite there. Up the mountain, down the other side, we're struggling. The Frenchman appears to be, no, he's not. All sorts of things. It's a real physical struggle, this. The longer you stay in one spot, the more glue you get on your feet. I can tell you that from first hand, because unfortunately on the first day here, I trod on it myself. I couldn't move. But anyway, it's a fight to the death. That's the Belgian. Will he make it? But if he doesn't make it to the top, and it's snowing as well, you've got everything here. Now we're trying a special technique. Oh man, Oh, man's got Olivia Spokes. If he does that, it's furthest up the course. There's the Belgian. Would he make it? Can he do it? That's Albert. He's a bank clerk. Albert's a bank clerk. But the rest of us aren't even at first base. Not up the first part of the mountain. The glue and the soap. And it's snowing. Limit time is 3 minutes. It's coming up. It's coming up. But the Belgian's going to do it. You can hear the crowd going potty. The Belgian's going to do it. He's almost there. The bank clerk's there. He's going to do it. That's the finish of the game. Up goes the ident. Boom. It's absolute pandemonium there. Half a minute to go. Half a minute. You can see what it's like. It's soap on top of glue. It's a lottery. Trevor Birch with Thurrock, assisted by Valerie McCormack. Ten seconds to go, and at the moment we're right back to first base. And we're going to measure how the judges are going to judge this. We don't know. But the measure the first, as the whistle goes. Now, where were we when the whistle went? We're just going to have to wait and see. The results are coming up. The Belgians obviously have won, and now the classification on the furthest up the course, and how do we go?
The Belgium team arrived first. Afterwards, we took the positions of the front wheel.
Okay, Gennaro.
Then,
well, there we are. He does the commentating for you.
Donc, Belgique première.
Liège première.
Grande-Bretagne deuxième place.
Oh, we got second place.
Italie
Well, that really was a stroke of luck. They're the Italians.
La France quatrième place.
Agen quatrième.
Argon,
L'Allemagne
France.
cinquième place.
Une cinquième
Bad
place pour
Fusing of
Bad
Germany were
Fusing.
fifth, and
Et
last
les
of all
Pays-Bas sixième
were the
Et pour
Dutch.
Ulvarenbeek, une sixième place. Le tableau
Well,
marquant
that's not a
est
bad start for us,
Belgique
because to be in
six
contention, we're really pushing now to beat Newbury.
points.
5 points pour
And of course,
Sarov.
Kirklees last week. That's the Belgian army.
Oui, Perugia,
Here in
4
force.
points.
La France 3 points.
Agen 3 points.
L'Allemagne 2 points.
Bad Fusing 2 points. Et Ulvarenbeek 1 point.
Well,
Première terminée.
end of round one. Fil Rouge coming up. It's a good one, Eddie.
And that is Paula Harriman, you've seen many times on television, Belgium, with a little bouquet of roses, and of course with her Guido Pancaldi. And the Fil Rouge is not at all about cycling. It's about collecting presents. This is the day off in the cycling annual. They've got to have a day off, and they've got to go collect presents, and they can pick 200 presents if possible. They've got 40 planks stopping them. You see that in the mirror. They can carry as many parcels and presents as they want. But then comes the little trouble. They've got to go across that plank. And I said there are 40 planks, and you'll see 3 people pulling them out as fast as they can. This is the Swiss team, Marcel Weber and Sylvia Conscience, in case you're interested. They go for 10 seconds without any interference. So I think you've got 4 there. So there should be no problem for the first 4. But now comes the adversaries. They're pulling out the planks as fast as they can, and as soon as they pull them off, they're in the water, and of course it widens the gap, and then you'll see what happens. It's a sort of curvy flying ballet, and they've got to get them in very quickly. I'm watching this carefully in rehearsal. You've got them in, get them in quickly, because it's pretty hard after this. 1 minute 30 seconds duration, and I suppose I don't know, that counts. It dropped off the counter. Our great our great Britain girl, Susan Joseph, 21 years secretary. She's pulling the planks. They've got to make a dash for it. Actually, the best in rehearsal was the Thurrock team. They got 10. 30 seconds to go. So there's, I think all the planks appear to have gone. There's 4 there, but nobody's pulling. So this is the problem now. I've been getting a push from his girl mate, flying across, 10 seconds. The varying ways of doing it, none of them have been very successful in rehearsal, but they don't always show their tricks in rehearsal. Gets That push, he's got to be on the platform before he can put them down, and the whistle gone. So let's get the official result. How many sessions for a lot of effort is the Swiss team? We'll give it par for the course. So I don't know who he was. He's watching anyway. So 14 points for Switzerland, and we shall go fourth in the Bill Stuart.
Bicycle wheels, hundreds of them. And behind Michel Lemaire, you will see some young ladies there. And they have to collect wheels. 6 young ladies, 6 blindfolds. They have to make 3 runs, these girls, and pick up 4 spare wheels apiece. Our girl, there she is on the end of the picture, is little Julie Bannister. They had to negotiate the course. On the first run, pick up 4 spare wheels, come back and hoop them over their teammate. 12 spare wheels in the quickest possible time. So we're last away out of the traps. Into the wheels we go. 2 in one hand, 2 in the other. Back down. Swiss in the lead. And they then have to put them over the teammate's head, as you see. And they are not allowed to touch the floor. The Swiss miss. Julie taking a tumble. That's 2 runs for Britain, and somebody's well lost. It's the French girl. The French girl's absolutely lost. So is the Italian. They're all outside the course. Meanwhile, on the left you can see total chaos because the girls have knocked the barrier down. The Swiss girls take the furler, but I think we're on our last run now. Julie's lost. Julie Bannister is outside the barriers. The poor girl is absolutely lost now. They've the Dutch girls in the barriers, and the judges now are having to direct them right back to the start. Julie Bannister, you won't see her, but she's off the picture. She's no idea where she is now, and the only way to get her to move in the right direction is to listen to a teammate. It's 12 wheels in the shortest possible time. And 30 seconds to go. And how are we doing? Somebody's tripped up and flaked out. People seem to have finished. We can't prejudge it for you because we can't count the number of wheels.
La Grande-Bretagne, 1 minute et 57 secondes.
Turok, 1 minute 57 secondes.
Well, that's it, 1:57.
19 secondes.
Agen, 1 minute 19.
1:19.
L'Italie, 2:00.
Perugia, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
La Belgique, 1 minute 41 secondes.
Well, it's not a bad time. What about the others?
2:16.
Ilvarenbeek, 2 minutes 16 secondes.
2 minutes 16.
La Suisse, 56.
And the Swiss of Landoville, all front. 56.
Suisse, 6 points.
Eh bien, en première position, donc 6 points.
So the Swiss open their account tonight with 6 points.
En deuxième position, la France avec 5 points.
Agen,
The French of Argonne pick up 5.
Puis on a la Belgique à 4 points.
The Belgians 4.
Turok, 3 points.
Well, it's not bad for Julie Bannister because at one stage she had no idea. I thought she was way back in Thurrock.
Ilvarenbeek, 1 point.
But we're still there, we're still racing.
Et nous voyons que c'est toujours
Eddie.
qui est en tête pour le moment.
Well, the German team haven't done very well so far this season, and don't forget we've got 2 firsts. Newbury got 46 in the first, and Kirklee's got 45 in the first. So we're hoping that it can do something tonight. But this is Bad Fussing, the German team, and they were saying before at rehearsal last night actually, they thought it was time they had a win, so they want a good start on this. They're chasing just 1 lost presence, so they've got a 10 seconds clear start before these 3 people at the bottom can start pulling out the plank. There goes the whistle. Now he's looking round, he must know the route. You see the girl pulling the plank out as fast as it can, aim for the middle to make it a long run. So but Jimmer is a schoolboy, and Susie Graham, she's a school girl. So youngsters, and pulling from Netherlands is Petra Harpers, and I say that because she's a housewife and a little older than the usual Jeux on Frontier competitor. I'll be charitable, I won't say her age. Now I don't know if that counts or not. I wouldn't think it would, but however, we shall soon know the full total, and they look to be doing very well to these 2 teenagers. And there's 30 seconds to go. And don't forget, of course, there's no joke. He keeps knocking one down. I suppose the proper count, having put them in the house. That's the idea, it's the house coming from the shop. She's needing help now. She's got to be pushed. If he can swing her, he's going to swing her, but he's only about 10 seconds. Go on, give it a good swing. It's the last thing he'll do because the whistle will go any second. And he goes right now, despite the brave effort of Herbert Wimmer, and I don't know how many, and it would be foolish to suggest and guess. We know it's Germany, Bad Fussing. I would think it's over 14. It isn't. It's under, so they're not counting possibly the ones that were knocked on the floor. So it's 14, playing 11 at the moment. And the big fella, he's from Germany too, but he does nothing. Stuart.
Well, yes, he's a big dummy. And he's supporting a platform on which you'll see a couple of girls. They have to collect water. It's time for refueling in the great cycle race of Liège. And they are 2 Dutchmen on bicycles. And they're supporting a plank between them, and shortly, on the whistle, it will be laden with buckets of water.
Attention, 3, 2, 1.
1 minute 32 temps donc.
So the buckets are off on their rather hazardous way to the big dummy. 1 down for the Dutch, 1 for the Germans, yes, 3 for the Germans. That's a good run. There are 2 classifications here. The length of time it takes you to fill that cylinder, and already the Germans are well on the way on the first run. Or the measurement of water in the cylinder when the whistle goes at the end of 1 minute 30. Whoop. Whoops-a-daisy. Round again. Well, they're the Germans of Bad Fussing. But BAD means spa, so they'll have plenty of water in Fussing. The miracle of the leaking buckets. The poor Dutch not doing very well. Hilvarenbeek is in the very south of Holland. They always say the brains are in the west of Holland, and the lads who work with their hands are in the south. At the moment, they're trailing the Germans of Bad Fussing. They have the whistle. Gennaro and Guido. And that is our British judge, Mike Swan. So there you are, the Germans fill their cylinder in 1 minute 12 seconds, and that's 490 millimeters on the measurement. Now will go the Italians of Perugia. against the British of Thurrock.
Grande-Bretagne, Thurrock,
There are lads.
Italie, Perugia, Pérouse, si vous préférez, le départ.
Attention. 3, 2, 1.
The Italians away first. Of Perugia, the artistic capital of Umbria, noted for their fine wines. They make beautiful wines, but there are lads struggling at the moment. Well, what are they making a run with? 2 buckets. Where's Great Britain? Well, that's a horrible run. Come on, lads. Mike Leckenby and Ray Page. A couple of rugby fanatics, these two are. Very strong boys, but it negates strength. The Italians have made another run. A wizard run that was with 4 buckets. Our 2 girls, Geraldine and Valerie. What have we made? A good run there. Yes. We've 30 seconds to go, and we need a lot more to beat the Germans. The Italians have done it. Look at this. Embraces all round. Well,
You're not playing soccer, are we?
we're still at it. We've 10 seconds to go, and we really are struggling on this one. We haven't got it together at all. But we're not doing too badly. We're holding our own in the competition. But there's the whistle, and you can see for yourself. We've half a cylinder. And that, yes, Ray Page isn't very pleased.
Évidemment, faire du vélo sans selle.
He's not very pleased with the bike. So there's a complaint about the bike.
Voilà Gennaro.
A complaint about the bike, and now then the saddles come off the bike. That's it. Our lads aren't very pleased.
Bon. Alors André Lange qui a pensé ces jeux, qui les a réalisés aussi.
So that's André Lange, the game's designer. There's one heck of a row going on.
C'est le règlement.
They're wanting a rerun because they say the bike.
There's no saddle on his bike.
That's right.
On va les résoudre tout à l'heure. Et nous allons pouvoir, j'espère, poursuivre rapidement l'épreuve.
Now it's going to be
Well.
who can argue the longest. And
Bon.
There's no saddle on the bike, so they'll probably allow them another run.
Il y aura un autre départ, me dit-on.
Another departure while they sort it out. Look at that big girl there. She couldn't care less about Thurrock. She's only concerned about her bucket. She's from Switzerland.
We give a new start afterwards.
Afterwards, a fresh start.
For Holland and Great Britain because they lost the saddle.
Yes.
Parfait. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on donne comme temps?
Well, there's one thing about it. Gennaro makes it absolutely crystal clear. If you lose your saddle, you have another run. So saddle up the horses, boy. Get another run. Oh, shucks. Doggone.
59 secondes pour Perugia.
The time for Italy, 59 seconds. We put 2 more seconds because Italy left a bit earlier. Abbiamo aggiunto 2 secondi al tempo dell'Italia che è partita un po' troppo presto.
How's that for vernacular English? I'm a genius, isn't he, Gennaro?
I know that.
Because they left a bit earlier.
a bit early. Lovely.
La boisson est là aussi au départ.
But there's no doubt about it. When Thurrock make a protest, it's certainly a violent one, isn't it? I thought they were going to wreck the whole programme. But anyway, back to business. It's the Swiss of La Neuveville. This is a small town, by the way, La Neuveville, 3,000 people near Neuchâtel. And they are playing Liège. Oh, and Liège are off to a bad start on their own game. They have no buckets on the first run. And they are fancied, of course. I mean, the whole of Belgium revolves around cycling. The most famous cyclist in the world, Eddy Merckx, winner of the Tour of France for 19 times. Now retired, but everybody bicycles. The Swiss on a good run. They really have got it together. That's the Belgian. Yeah, the Belgian boys. Roger and Lambert. Yeah, the Swiss. Oh, another good run. This is it. That's the lot. Everything. Bong, get the top on, lads. You've done it. Yes, they've overfilled it. Looking run. But the judge will take the time. But that's a big girl, isn't it? That's Dominique, only 16. They're the Belge, and they've finished. Have they? Are they making another run? Yes, they need another run. It's not quite full. And they're not going to do it. It's going to be a measurement job for them. The full works for the Swiss. And then we'll go the British.
Où en est-on, généralement?
Eh bien, on en est à la troisième manche, mais il va y en avoir encore une. Et nous donnons le temps pour la Suisse. Pour l'équipe suisse, 59 secondes.
Voilà, pour la 9 59
Well, that's a
secondes.
Swiss time of 1:12 and a lot of support for them. For a tiny town. Hop, Suisse.
Il n'a pas réussi à remplir son verre. 897.
897 mm pour les Liégeois. Quatrième manche
897.
maintenant. Où nous retrouvons
The measurement for the
la
Belgians, and now
Grande-Bretagne et
we'll go the British.
les Pays-Bas.
Well, let's see how they can do.
Attention. 3, 2, 1.
So, we're off. Trying to beat. The times, are we away? Yes, we are. We've done well. We've had a decent run. 4 runs should do it. 4 good, clean runs. Yes. Yes, indeed. Another good run. This is good for Thurrock. See, once they've got the saddles on the bikes, these boys can bomb. Down to the Dutch through that and Will Britain do it? Can they do it? They've got to keep on this time. Ah, they've just missed it. 3 buckets would have made it a full canister, but they've now got to make another run. And the pressure's on. The Dutch are going to make... They're going to fill it. The Dutch have done it. The Dutch have done it, and we're going to do it now. We're full. It's not a measuring job, it's a time job, but if that bucket would have stayed on with the last run, I think we might even have won this particular game. But in any case, it was worth that. It was worth the violent protests, the shouting, the raving. Now then. That's it.
Voilà.
Now what have we got?
Et croyez-moi, comme on dit, c'est mouillé ici.
Nous avons pour la Grande-Bretagne 1 minute 10.
Thurrock, 1 minute 10.
A time of
Et pour
1:10.
la Hollande, 59 secondes une fois de plus.
Il va runback 59
And
secondes.
59, look at this.
Ce qu'il fait.
It is extraordinary, as Gennaro said.
Hollande, 6 points.
Il va runback
6 points for Hill van den Beek.
Italie, 6 points.
Another 6 points for Perugia, and another 59.
Suisse, ex aequo encore.
3:59, that's incredible.
6.
That really is extraordinary.
Grande-Bretagne, 3 points.
3 points for Thurrock.
3 points.
We're still racing, we're hanging on.
L'Allemagne, 2 points.
Bad Fussing, 2 points.
Et la Belgique,
Bad news for Bad
Et
Fussing.
Liège, 1 point.
So in the lead at the moment we have the Swiss and the Italians and Eddie.
There's the situation. Thurrock riding steadily in the 3rd place. It's going to be very important is the fill route for them. And we do come to the fill route with Paul Herman and France. And again, I'm rather interested in them because they're a great rugby side. In fact, they're the champions of France last year. They've been telling me what they did at Twickenham and what they do here, what can they do in this collecting of presents. We're going to see in 1 minute 30, Philippe Lacombe and the girl Veronica Zerbit, who is a student. And the 10 seconds is very important to get a lot across before they can start pulling the blank out of the track. And off he goes. And off the blanks come. Techniques are rather interesting. I watched them carefully yesterday, and they all have different techniques, but of course, invariably in all these games, they come down to a common denominator. Chasing 14 for Switzerland, and 11 for Germany. And that is a typical Flemish house. So I wouldn't think it's typical really in the front door to have a pool like this. No joker, of course, on this. He needs a push now. He needs a push start. He's got it, but he's got to go back again. Going the wrong way, lad. You've got 30 seconds to get that lot over. And he's dangling. He's in trouble. He's rightly got some good knee coverage on. No doubt he's learned that in his rugby days on the hard French rugby grounds. But he's going to struggle to have to get this lot home. I don't think he's reached the target. It was no good. And he can't throw them, incidentally, so I don't know whether any of those are going to count. Anyway, it's a run out of time. And we'll see what the official pronouncement is of the numbers. Guido gives it. You're up there, Guido, France. I didn't think he got as many. He got more than I thought. Actually, he got 9. So it's a good chance for Turek, who'll go next in the fill route. But before that, Stuart.
Have we got a joker? Yes, we have. The Belgian joker being played. And there's another one being played. And Le Pays Bas, that is Holland. So the Belgians and the Dutch on the joker. It's a balancing race, and when your foot touches the deck, you're eliminated.
Attention, 3.
You call it a foot. And some tango music being played. Doesn't matter how far down the course you go, as long as you don't touch. They call it, in trials riding, having a dab. That's in motorcycling terms. When you put a foot down, it's a dab. And it's difficult going uphill. Somebody's going to have a dab soon. Who's it going to be? Yes, it's the Italian. He's dropped it, and he's not pleased. There's the big Belgian. I remember a guy called Sammy Miller. He was an Irishman. He used to ride a motorcycle. He was absolute magic. He could balance on a motorcycle and keep it stationary for several minutes on end, not even moving, not even breathing, not even twitching a muscle. Pure genius, Sammy Miller. This is a game of delicate balance and delicate nerves.
Et voilà repartis ses concurrents. Les vélos sont des vélos à pignon fixe, je l'ai dit, je le rappelle. Et vraiment, ça se passe très bien sur des champions.
Are you having bets around the far side?
Mais c'est le plus lent d'entre eux qui
Frenchman.
remportera l'épreuve.
The Frenchman looks dangerous, yes. The Frenchman.
Reviennent jusqu'ici.
He lost his nerve.
Voilà, on a éliminé
Roberto.
de la France. Et on a la France à la 5e place.
La France qui vient de mettre
So the classification, the Italians finished last,
en 5e position, 5e
and the French next to the last, which leaves 4.
Quatre concurrents encore et notre
And the Belgian joker being played, the Dutch joker being played,
Guy Branceau,
composing himself.
Attention, 3, 2, 1.
So,
va prendre trop d'avance.
who is it? The German looks a bit uncertain on this run. The German doesn't look quite certain.
Un couloir,
And that big Belgian either. He's not all that, he's not,
pas de candidat.
he's well up the course, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how far, he's dabbed. He's dabbed.
C'est la Belgique éliminée.
Yeah, he did very well, actually.
Well,
And these people are drawn, of course, but they don't know what game they're going to be on until the draw is made the morning of the competition, as you know.
well, the big Belgian, he's rather squandered their joker, and a good joker is going to be important
Qui leur
tonight.
donne bien sûr plus de latitude
A few games
et
of
plus de
chance,
possibilités. Chacun a 2 pistes à disposition.
and it's a good game to miss this. I'm rather glad. There are the Thurrock Union Jacks waving away. About 150 have made the trip. Well, there's a...
allons essayer de se faire rapide, pas de problème. La
The Swiss.
va nous quitter maintenant.
Oui, va nous quitter. Elle prend la troisième place.
Troisième place
Wow.
pour la 9000.
That was a rapid exit for the Swiss guy. He looked pretty good.
Et deuxième place, les Pays-Bas et l'Allemagne.
So there we are. The
Chacun
Dutch on
deux
their
couloirs
joker
aussi.
contest the final with the Germans of Bad Füssing.
Ready?
They have 2 lanes apiece now. They can use both lanes. The middle 4 lanes they can use.
3, 2, 1.
So,
Finish maintenant. Le premier
the
de ces
German
deux
team
champions
captain.
qui atteint la ligne.
And it doesn't matter how far you go. As long as you stay on that bicycle. If you think you can't stay on, go a little bit further.
Oui, temps limite d'1 minute 30.
And time limit is 1 minute 30. And if at that time neither contestant has dabbed or footsied, it's the Dutchman.
Voilà qui est fait.
So what I was going to say to you is quite superfluous. The Germans have won.
De l'équipe de Bad Füssing.
But the Dutch have picked up 10 on their joker game.
À la deuxième place.
Il va Runbeck deuxième position
Et l'Allemagne à la première.
et Bad Füssing en tête. Les points.
L'Allemagne 6 points.
Bad Füssing 6.
Bad Füssing 6 points. The Dutch, Hilvarenbeek on the joker, 10 points. The Swiss of La Neuville, 4 points. The Belgians Liège with their joker, 6 points. Rather thrown away. The France of Argen, 2 points. And the Italians have only 1. So at the bottom now, in the lead, Hilvarenbeek, 18. Edwin.
Well, it is Great Britain now to go, and it's a very important one for them. They're sitting not too bad, the 5th, but they've still got the joker to play, and they're in with a chance in the Fil Rouge, and taking part in the Fil Rouge while still looking at this. I'll give you the names. Colin Paxman, who is a swimming pool attendant, and Julie Bannister. You've seen her before, I believe, but the Netherlands team leading. But here's Colin, swimming pool attendant, canoeing, weightlifting, Essex junior champion, keeps tropical fish and makes canoes. That's his potted biography. Julie Bannister, 18, Clark, netball, skiing and swimming. And Thurrock with quite a few supporters here tonight, very lively, made the presence felt. What can Great Britain do in Thurrock? Fil Rouge chasing 14 the best, 11 and the 9. That's a good start. If he doesn't drop them, he looked about 6 or 7. I've obviously thought that I've been given a lot of thought to the game with Thurrock. With a big task before them, Newbury leading so far with the first 46. Out come these planks. 40 planks, 200 presents possible. But if they get 15, they'll do very well. Young Colin, the water doesn't worry him at all. He's got his knee bandages on and he's trotting very well at the moment. So lead in the Fil Rouge, and the joker win could alter the situation very rapidly, but the Netherlands team are in the lead with Thurrock in the 5th position, but a long time to go yet. All the, no, they're not all out around the flank. Mind you, in this last stage, it's a question of doing the flying ballet business. And then going with a push. He's done very well as Colin. There, look, 1, 2, oh, I don't know, I can't count. Anyway, there's not long to wait till we know officially. Oh, it's the best way, 10 seconds. He's got to make a big jump now. He's doing his flying ballet stuff. He did very well. Well done, get them down. Ah, dear, it must about just missed 5. Oh, dear. But that was a very good effort. I don't know how many. But good crowd here and a good night. Great Britain, Thurrock, how many? When Gennaro... 19, what a good one. Look good. If they got that 5 in that they were there touching down with, they'd have been home and right. But that's a good Fil Rouge, Stuart.
Well, yes, his things are looking up again for Thurrock. We fancied them, and they're going to come good. But now 3 teams go in this, and of course, As you know, in all cycle races, they always have a support car, carrying provisions and spare wheels and spare tires and forks and all the rest of it. But unfortunately, in this game, the cars have broken down. Here comes the British Joker being played. Now, this is crucial. It was a good fil rouge. We've had it. There's the lady team captain playing it. Also, the German Joker being played. So, now then. This is very important because we go in the first heat. The Swiss, the British and the French, we're in trap 2 in the middle. So what happens? The team captain at the wheel of his car is broken down. He has to be pushed. He has to be pushed by 4 guys and a girl. And there's some real weight and strength and stamina in this thorough team. So you'll see the game. They have to push the car up the slope. Now watch this. They have to push like fury up the hill. 2 guys first of all. And then if the car gets stuck, the whistle goes, another guy comes up to help, then another man. And they have to get that up the top. Push away, and once they get over the rise, it's downhill all the way. The car in neutral, the Swiss are over first. Then the British in the middle. It comes to rest in between 2 slats there of wood. The bike comes off the top. A man gets on the bike, cycles down the course and sets the favour. We're not on it. Get on it. Come on. It's the Joker game. Unleash that bicycle from the top. And a fellow called Bob Williams. There's the Swiss. There's the Swiss. He's got his favour. And the French have got theirs. The British are coming up for theirs. We've got it, but we finished third. But now, the time. 40 seconds, 47 for Argonne, and we'll be in the 50s. Just 50. Well, it all depends on the next heat. The next heat, as you see, features the Germans there. In the middle, the Dutch. On the far side, the Belgians. Well, we'll keep you posted now on the time. There's the car plus the driver plus 80 kilograms of weight. The Germans off to a good start. Again for strong men, up come the supporting cast. The Dutch coming for a really fast time. Only 20 seconds. They're over. On the far side, the Belgians, where are the Germans? But you see where the front wheels have got to come to rest. We are going to waste our Joker. This Dutchman coming down. He reaches up and he grasps the favour. That's the end of the game. That's 35 seconds for the Dutch. That's goodbye to our Joker. There's the German finishing. The Belgians have finished.
Liège, 45 secondes.
45 is 45. 47 is 37.
Et pour l'Allemagne, 42 secondes.
42, 42.
42 secondes, ce qui
Well,
donne en points.
There's a sad picture for the British Joker.
En tête avec 6 points.
They're very disappointed now. It was important. A good fil rouge and a good Joker is the way to win matches.
L'Allemagne avec son Joker, 8 points.
The Germans on their Joker,
La Belgique,
8 points.
3 points.
The Belgians at the top with 3 points.
La France, 2 points.